3, 2, 1. Ah is open. Episode number 100. Let me take this tag off. Sometimes you gotta take tags off. You forget to take them off. You understand what I'm saying? In life, sometimes the tag's still on, but you can't forget to take them off. That's important. Episode number 191 of the Left Hand Labs podcast is here. 9 episodes away from 200. That's insane. And also 4 wins away from 10 in a row from the New York Knicks. You see the hat? I think I'm gonna wear this hat every episode until if matter of fact, you know what? I'm calling it now. We're gonna win 10 games in a row. I'm sure the 10th game isn't gonna come before or by Monday. Do we have 4 games this week? It would be perfect if it falls like that. We got 4 games and then Monday, bam, and then I'll still have the hat on. But we'll see. If we win 10 in a row, I'm gonna have this hat on and I'm never gonna take it off. I'm gonna wear it when I do every episode of the podcast. For real, because it's getting out of hand now. No Alec Burks, no Mitchell Robinson, no Zion Williamson, no Kevin Durant, no LeBron James, no Kyrie Irving. Who else, y'all? Yo, the Knicks thought they were gonna. No Tyrese Halliburton talking filthy. I'm glad we didn't draft you because you haven't really been illin' like that. We do what we got to do. We get what we need to get done. Julius Randle. Before the season even started, I'm talking about after the first preseason game. What happened? I made the apology to Julius Randle. We apologize on behalf of all Knick fans. I apologize. We were talking about trading you. It was silly. It was dumb. It was outrageous. It was asinine, acid 10, all that kind of stuff. And you see what he's doing. We're going to talk about what awards he should be winning, because it should be a lot of awards that he's at least in the running for. People laughed at me early on in the season, but we'll talk about that. The NFL draft is coming. You know we're going to live stream that because we got to see who Miami is going to get. I'm very excited for that. And LaMelo might be back. A little stuff to talk about. Sorry there was no episode last week. I was out of town. I was in Virginia Beach on vacation. I couldn't do the episode from my phone or nothing like that. Like, you feel me? I ain't have all the setup to get right. So my apologies. If you missed it, then I appreciate you. So yeah, this would have been episode 192 for real. We'd have been 8 away, but it is what it is. Before we go any further though, make sure you rate and review on the iTunes podcast app. It's free, don't cost you a thing to just rate, leave a couple stars, know what I mean? Go to the review section, write something wavy, or write that you hate the joint. I don't know, write something. You interact with it, and then we rise in the standings. And don't worry, it's on the. I'm telling you, just watch, and also make sure you subscribe to the YouTube if you're watching live on YouTube, or if you're watching on Periscope, on Twitter, or on Facebook. You can go to the YouTube and subscribe, and so you can watch it on there. You don't gotta watch it on Facebook, whichever floats your boat. And let's do the sponsors, and then let's get into the episode. It might not be a long episode. Who knows where we're going to go. We'll talk about it, though. Yeah, we're going to talk about what's going on with college. I mean, with the Super League, with soccer. Some people might not watch soccer, but y'all know I bring soccer up on the pod, and we talk about it. So we'll talk about that. Sponsors. No, wait, 91. Justin Tuck was 91, or OCME, or one of them was 91. Dennis Rodman might have been 93. Let's just look. Sometimes you got to look at things and you can figure it all out. Let me see. Number 91 in NFL. Who wore number 91? Mean Joe Green? No. Okay, Cameron Wake, Kevin Green, Justin Tuck wore 91. Like I said, I knew that. Who else? I don't know how I didn't get Cameron Wake right away. I didn't remember that. Cameron Wake should have retired. Justin Kerrigan. Cameron Wake should have retired a Dolphin. I don't know how we let him go to Tennessee. NBA. Who won 91? Ron Artest and Dennis Rodman. Like I said. Damn. I think we might gotta go Ron or Dennis Rodman. It's not often you get to use a Dennis Rodman photo with the hair and all that. And we could do Ron for 93. Yeah, so we're going to do Dennis Rodman. This is the Dennis Rodman episode. Y'all can see what I'm looking at, right? Okay, bam. Sponsors. And then we get into the episode. This podcast is sponsored by Shop Heirlooms Premier Ventures Goods and Memorabilia. You can follow the shop as well as the podcast on all social media at Shop Heirlooms, ShopHeirlooms. It's a bunch of wave coming. The weather is breaking. It's time to start looking how you cooking. You feel me? And just in time for tomorrow at the shop, y'all gotta come through. We gonna have the yard sale. We gonna vend outside. I'm gonna set the racks up, and then you can walk by, pull up, know what I mean, and grab you some wave. Socially distance wave. Some of y'all got the shot. Some of y'all didn't. I know I didn't, and I'm probably not going to unless I have to. I really want to go watch a Knicks game. I really do. And you gotta either have a shot or you gotta have a negative test like 2 hours before the game. I'm thinking about, can you imagine? I buy a ticket, I go to the game, and they be like, yo, no good. I know I don't got the Ronski or nothing like that, knock on wood, but what if it's a fake? I don't know. Anything could happen, and I would be mad because the tickets are a lot, and I'm not going to get my money back. So, I don't know. But whether you got the shot or not, you can still come pull up. Just put a mask on, and if it's warm tomorrow, we're going to definitely set up some wave outside. Going to be a new supply drop. And if you can't make it down to the shop, you can always go hit the website, www.shopheirlooms.store. Next day shipping on every order, unless you order on Saturday. Post office closed on Sunday, so you got to wait till Monday. And that's it. I'm going to put the intro music right here. Look at the slideshow. Look at Brandon Marshall. And intro music right here.
I used to roll me a big fine L and watch a whole lot of basketball and Seinfeld. Aside from my fish scale clientele, there are a few things I know as well as basketball and Seinfeld. 40 carats, phrases, 40's parrots. Mimic the style, you get embarrassed. Ditch the filthy habits. In a limousine, every limousine covered in supply fabrics. Still wreaking havoc for them cash that will rob you for your pack. Back when Robert Pack was a maverick who had chicks to give wavy wop. It's not trading cards when I see your shorty gave me tops. Teeth look like chiclets, big and white like Rick Smith's. I'm at my Travis best. The rest is average at best, and this that land bias in its purest form. Word is Bon Jovi, word is Sean. If you don't recognize it, you'll respond. Catch a bigger bullet than George Marathon. Ric Flair with the chops, and they thought he's gonna flop. Finally back on the top. I already made it to the finals playing with Sagana Job.
Finally back on the top. Y'all want to hear the rest of the song? Do y'all want to hear what he says next after that? Or should I wait for another? Look at that. Tannehill, Kenyon Drake, Kenny Stills, what's son, Albert Wilson. I didn't see who else. Pirlo. He's about to get fired. He's not doing a good job being Juventus manager or boss or whatever you call them. They call them gaffers. Brandon Jennings about to be on Gilbert Arenas' podcast. Yeah, we had Zach Rand. Look at these pictures. These are some historic pictures. Let's just watch and let's see. Eddie Curry, and I really thought that was going to work. Jarvis, Ronnie Brown. We saw Dan Marino And they showed this again. We saw Dan Marino and Ace Ventura: Pet Detective as a kid, as kids. I know I did. It's a shame. Amare always going to have a special place in my heart as a Knick. He chose to come here and he was Ellen. Hold on. I'm sending out a text. King Drake and the play of the century. We need to go back to that logo. Here we go. Bam. I gotta show the hat. A lot of y'all on the podcast, y'all laughed early on. Julius Randle, MVP candidate for sure. Look how good we are. Look how competitive we are. Look at his numbers. He's competing. We're competing. We're fighting. Everybody laughed. Everybody said, yo, you crazy. Everybody said, yo, Julius Randle is just a product of Tibbs. Julius Randle's not that good. Wait in the playoffs. You won't do nothing. Wait till you play good teams. Wait till you do this. Do I need to pull up his stats right now? He just won Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference. He was averaging like 36, 10 and like 6. Shooting 40% from 3. You know, regular stuff. Not regular stuff. Irregular stuff. Stuff that doesn't happen. But everybody thought it was a game. Everybody thought it was a joke. Lakers, the Lakers had Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, Julius Randle, D'Angelo Russell. They traded all of them people away, bro. That's except for Kuzma. That's insane. Julius Randle, you know what? Sometimes we just got to look up the old tweets, you heard. Sometimes we just got to look them up. Hold on. Wait till it loads up so you can read what I always told y'all about Julius Randle. I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen? There. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Waiting to see. I'm sorry. I'm explaining the situation in school. I go to King University. It's the most racist school ever. At least the physical education department. It's the worst. Waiting to see what she says in the email. I can't. Damn, this thing always auto-correcting me. There we go. I'm doing the podcast, my fault. I was explaining. Okay, yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. Y'all remember when she said nigga in class, and I talked about that on the pod. I got that same teacher again, and it's just left. But here we go. Let's pull up some old tweets. Some old Julius Randle tweets. I got them right here. I retweeted them. Don't do that. Okay, this is 2014, April 7th. Julius Randle should be the first pick in this year's draft. Look, Julius Randle is so tough, 2016. Julius Randle is bad, $20 million a year, not a max. He's on the up, 21-8, all young cats. That's perfect. Niggas was telling me Julius Randle no good. Lou said he's a third-tier player, if that, not worth $63 million. Nothing against him, but nah. But I'll tell you one thing. That kid Julius Randle is going to be a beast in the A in a couple years. 2014. I don't know, man. I said it. Taj, remember when they screamed that the Knicks was stupid for signing too many power forwards? All the jokes, all the this, all of that. The Knicks are so dumb. The Knicks are stupid. Just that and the third. Hold on. Go to the stats. I like something about Julius Randle, one of the stats. Okay, Julius Randle, 23.7 points a game, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 threes a game, 40% from 3. He's one of 3 players in NBA history to average 20, 10, and 5 on 40% shooting from 3 in a season. If you telling me that Julius Randle doesn't deserve to at least be in the consideration for MVP, for most improved, he has to make all NBA. I don't even care if it's third. I will put him second. If we really want to sit down and think about who's going to be all NBA, you can't put Kevin Durant in. He sat out mad long, so that's a power forward. It's not a lot of people you could put in, but and exclude Julius Randle. I'm sorry. Sabonis, he's having a better season than Sabonis. He's having a better season than. Think of some power forwards now. Let's look at some power. Julius Randle got to be on the list. We don't got to look at somebody else. We got to look at the other people to see where they gonna fit in. If Julius Randle don't get put in at least the conversation for MVP and all NBA and all, no, there's no conversation for that. He has to be. We're insane. We built a solid team. We got solid players. We got solid coaching, and we play defense. First and foremost, we play the best defense that we can play. Derrick Rose coming off the bench. Hold on, let me go back to me. Let me go back. Matter of fact, we're gonna leave Julius right there, so that'll mess around and be the thumbnail. So we're gonna leave that right there, and we'll go back. I'll just look at it like this. Did you see we played Dallas the other night, right? Kristaps Porzingis. Everybody was screaming the Knicks lost the Porzingis trade. Oh wow, Dennis Smith and who else did we get over? DeAndre Jordan. He's gone. Oh, the Knicks. Look, if we wouldn't have never traded him, we wouldn't have Julius Randle. And Kristaps Porzingis barely can play back-to-backs. He does nothing. He does nothing against us when we play. I think he had maybe he had 20 if that. And then you got him saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, I miss playing here. I miss the fans." It's that nah. All that, you requested a trade with your older brother as your GM. Y'all, we're light years ahead of where we ever could have been with him. And I'm happy what we're getting from Julius Randle. Julius Randle for MVP. Start the hashtag live on the podcast. Hashtag MVP for Julius Randle. We have to. Look at the chat real quick just to check if somebody was there. Now, after we came back and beat New Orleans, I think that was in overtime. RJ fouled out, and RJ been playing well too. Zion says, I don't want to get in trouble for playing the clip of what he said, but he's like, yo, I'm going to keep it G-real. This is my favorite place to play basketball. I think that this just really just the illest place. I love playing in New York. Besides New Orleans, of course, it's just amazing. I just love to play here. That's what the man said out of his own mouth. We didn't tell him to say that. He wanted to. That's how he feels, and that's what he said. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but my take is gonna be, who cares? You understand what I'm saying? Who cares? We can't think about what's going to happen. He's not leaving New Orleans, first of all. The NBA set it up for him to get there by having them win. They just chose New Orleans to be the team. If they wanted us to get Zion, we would have won the draft lottery. We picked third. We picked third instead of first. That was as simple as that. I don't think that Zion is ever going to come play for the Knicks. Maybe. Who knows? Who cares? I'm not even worried about that. My whole thing is, look who created the narrative. I just want y'all to remember that. Everybody always goes, oh, the Knicks fans always saying such and such is going to come there. I know if I called Cousin Gary, a.k.a. hashtag Russ Gang, he would be like, yeah, because he want to go there and cook. Everybody go there and cook the Knicks. I know that's what he would say. And that's, it's always a bunch of different narratives, but I feel like we didn't create that. Zion did, and then Woj said to Knicks fans, you better pay attention to it. So just make sure we keep that in perspective. We didn't start that. Y'all did. Just remember that. Remember that. It's nothing. I really feel like it's nothing to it. Of course he want to come here. But if I say that, I'm crazy. I'm a crazy Knicks fan. So it is what it is. Now, I don't know how many of you guys follow soccer. I always try to get everybody to watch MLS or talk about soccer and just give it a chance. Whether it's just start playing FIFA, that'll get you into it. I'm telling you, because it's a fun game. If you're not into, if you never played it before and you get into it, once you've played FIFA and had it for a bunch of console generations and all that, it's the same game over and over. They don't really change much, which is all video games right now. It's the same shit over and over and over. The sports games, we need 2K to come save football, and we need EA Sports to change FIFA for real. But soccer right now, there's a league called the Super League. It's supposed to be forming, right? The Super League, and everybody's gonna be in the Super League. The best teams. It's like the top 6 from England, Juve, Inter, AC Milan, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico, and maybe some more teams. And it's going to be its own tournament separate from the UCL, from the Champions League. It's a Champions League is a tournament that the top 4 or 3 in each country get invited to go play in. And then you have Europa, which is for the bottom, like for 5 and 6, I think. It's for Europa. That's the below Champions League. And it's like college. I'm trying to explain what's the equivalent to the it's like creating an in-season. It's an in-season tournament, but you're not. It's like, imagine the NCAA tournament, right? But if the Pac-12, the Big East, and the Big Ten say, okay, we're gonna have our own tournament, our own version of the NCAA tournament, but it's just us 3 the conferences. Imagine it's something like that, and it's not nothing unprecedented where it'll be game changing. It'll be better than the NCAA tournament because of the schools involved. But with this Super League, it's the best of the best. It's the best teams in Europe. And they're all going to be together, and it's going to be insane. And they're upset because that's money that Champions League is going to be using. They're threatening to ban the teams if they play in that, or not let them play in the world, not let the players play in the World Cup, which is just insane and is an empty threat. You're not going to ruin the World Cup. You're not going to have Ronaldo not playing the World Cup. You're not going to have Messi not playing the World Cup. Let's be real now. And it's all about money. And the UEFA, who is in FIFA, who's in charge of everything, they don't want to lose out on any money. That's all. And people are taking it. That's why I say, man, hey, if we gonna, who's to say a league can't be started of its own or in season? Changes can be made to American sports leagues. I'm telling you, because look at soccer is the most popular sport in the world, and look at the changes that they're making. It's insane. It's insane the type of stuff that they're trying and that they have going already. Every sport can learn from soccer and how it's structured and how it's set up. I'm telling you, everything could be taken from that. But we'll see what happens with it. I probably did a bad job of explaining it, but that's what's going on right now. Some people don't care. Me, I'm team Super League. Let's see what happens. I'd rather see the best teams play. Champions League is cool too. I love watching Champions League, but if we're gonna see just the best of the best, cool. If we're gonna get a chance to play English teams and smash them up, I'm with that. Cause I'm Juve, I'm Serie A. I don't want to play. Some think they threaten that we're gonna kick them out of their division, out of La Liga, out of Serie A, out of Premier League. They're gonna kick the teams that join Super League. No, you're not. Let's be realistic. No, you're not. Come on, please. But word. LaMelo might be coming back. His thumb is messed up, or his wrist or whatever is healed up, so he'll be back. That's exciting. I think that's what's really going on in sports now. It's nothing really big. This is my first day officially being back. Besides Sunday and Saturday, that don't really count because Saturday was a day of rest. Sunday was too. Didn't really do much. So we're going to have a lot more to talk about. I'm sure the next episode is going to be closer to draft time, maybe the trades that happen. We're going to for sure do an episode live during the draft, for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. So be prepared for that. Let's not go nowhere. Let's look at the Jason Burke tweet of the week so we can get out of here. I might have a blood test scheduled for tomorrow at LabCorp here in Rancho Mirage, and hopefully my health is okay in that way. I hope so too, and I think it is. I'm glad Jordan will be presenting Kobe at the Hall of Fame induction, and I have no doubt if he was alive, he would still have picked him. Their playing styles were so similar, and Jordan said a piece of him died when Kobe died. Kobe was similar to a younger brother to Jordan. I hear you, Jay Burke, and it's sad, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Jason Burke know about his hoops, y'all. Understand that. We got to get him on the podcast. If you made it this far, shout out to you for listening. Shout out to me for keeping you entertained. Episode 191, the Dennis Rodman episode. Make sure y'all rate and review on the iTunes podcast app if you're listening on the iTunes podcast app. And if you're on the watching on the YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like the video. Till next week, eyes open. You see what the Knicks doing. The Dolphins, we might trade. If we get Jalen Waddle, if we trade back and we get Jalen Waddle, I'm okay with that. And just give us mad first round picks. But we'll see what happens. We out of here. Eyes open.